All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is technically episode 4.
That is true.
Oh, Blerd.Talk. How you think gaming is going to be this year? For the game head, the local game head, Kenny.
He ain't local, but that's cool.
Well, the out of the country, but local to our hearts.
So heartfelt.
All right. So it's right here.
From what I've been seeing and reading, it does have a slight positive lookup. In forms of technology and new things that are coming out now, it has a slight positive lookup. And since the new consoles just released, new things are about to come out, so we're gonna see how that goes. So there's one game that has my eye, and that's Avowed. That's the kind of.
I thought you were about to say Cyberpunk, but go ahead, just keep on.
That was last year, but Avowed. I mean, I am looking for the Cyberpunk's DLC. Even though everybody's probably gonna be like, that game's glitchy. Look, bro, I have fun with the game. If you don't have fun with the game because somebody's you see a car launching into the sky 50 feet, that shit is funny to me. But
my favorite thing's when they land and they blow up beside you.
Yes.
That's funny to me, but for some people it breaks the immersion of the game, and I'm just like, bro, come on now.
Tell them this is how Night City's meant to be.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly. This is how Night City's supposed to be like. But I digress. But anyway, Avowed is made by the people that made Outer World. It's made by Obsidian. It's a open world RPG thing, of course. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's Hitman 3, of course, because I'm ready to
Yes.
I think we're all like. You're always the least enthused person about Hitman, though.
I started with the original Codename 47 and played all through those. So his journey ended in absolution for me. So it's not that I can't enjoy the new games, but I'm happy with how the series ended. And I'm happy he's back and that he's able to do these like side missions and do a lot. So it's not that I dislike it. It's just I'm very content and complete with what I got from starting so far back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with them. I played those two. Absolution was live, but like it's just the new ones are so interesting. It's like how much they implemented in the game because it made it.
Green gamma radiation strikes again.
Yeah, green screen of death.
There you go. But it makes the game feel like because. All the other Hitmans, they were really good, but it seems like it had a slight linear type path to it, and like I mean, that's not a bad thing, but the newer ones they have a little bit more open availability to it, so it's like there's a lot more you could do in the game. Like there's a crap ton you could do in the game, so. It's just interesting how they implemented new technology, and they're bringing in even more. And they said that this one's going to be even like a little bit more darker, supposedly. And I'm like, the game was already kind of dark, but we'll see how that goes. Mm-hmm. So, but Actually, anyway, back to Avowed. That's just another open world RPG. So people's expectations are out the ceiling about the game that they haven't even seen gameplay about, and I'm like, guys, it's an open world game. It's gonna have glitches or whatnot. Y'all gonna be highly disappointed again. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I just keep my expectations to the ground, but everybody else is over here like, this game's coming out. My expectations are super high. Oh my god, this game's gonna be so great. And it's like, well, okay, have fun with that.
Who you tossing it to?
I don't know. Whoever wants to pick it up.
I like. I'm looking for. I think gaming will be good this year because it seems like a lot of non-AAA games are making headway. They're becoming. They seem like they're becoming more. I don't know what the word is. Mainstream. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying.
Normalized, I'd say.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm happy for that. I'm glad to see that because.
AKA Hades.
Yeah, I saw that. I was looking into it. I'm not gonna get it personally, but it's
what
good.
You mean is when I get it, you're gonna play it anyway.
Basically.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But Hitman 3, as Kenny said, I'm looking forward to that. Yakuza Remastered Collection is coming out in the end of January. January 28th for
they made so
Xbox
many
One
Yakuzas.
and PC.
They made so many
grabbing that.
Yakuzas. I'm like, all right.
I'm
I'm
grabbing
for
it.
I'm for it.
It's for the like 3, 4, 5, and then 6 comes out in March. So I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. So anyway, yeah, I think it's for a lot of the games that's not mainstream, they seem to get a lot of plays, at least with this group among us. I've been exposed to a lot of games. Are you all right?
Who's snapping in the back?
All right, watch close.
Snapping in the back?
Now you gotta carry on.
Anyway,
Somebody getting smacked.
no, I mean I don't know. Anyway, because as you see, I'm perfectly fine. So I'm
gamma
green.
radiation.
Yeah. So back to this. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, I'm glad that a lot of games that are not mainstream or not as popular or AAA are getting the recognition that it is. I think it's going to be a good year for gaming.
Mm.
I don't know how good it was comparatively to other years like last year or the year before, but now that I'm a PC gamer, I am being exposed to a lot more types of games, genres. The game that we was playing yesterday, Kenny, Warhammer. Yeah.
Time.
I wouldn't have never have played that if I didn't have it. Well, I couldn't play it without a PC, but years past, I wouldn't have even touched that. So,
Well, I think they have to do better. Like it has to be on some kind of level compared to like this year because of the whole console thing, how it came out because they had no games for it. So it's like I feel like there's no way but up because
we ain't got nothing now.
Exactly, because
like console don't catch fire.
I mean, we never have they never have anything when they come out the first when consoles come out.
No, but think about it. The Cyberpunk, they were banking on that game, and then when it came out, it was just like, yo, what is this? I waited so long for this. Like, why? I love the game personally.
Who is the they?
I was saying I'm not one of those people.
I love the game. Like when you walking down the street and you see somebody screaming, you look at the shadow, you already see the guy like on the ground, but the guy's still in the air falling. It cracks me up. It's like, oh, it's flying dead people. Like,
man, this Night City's real. It's real out here in Night City with these implants.
I'm all for it. Like I played a mission, the girl like sank into the ground, and I went to like head karate chop her and finished the mission, and she just sunk in and
karate
disappeared.
Yeah, I was karate chopping.
You jabbed them in the head.
I don't know. You grabbed them by their face and went.
Hey, all I know is they went night and they never came back, and I had to restart the whole mission. But it was fun. But stuff like that, people kind of tilted off of that. But there's some
I said, people have high expectations for games than they have for their own dang life for some strange reason. It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, it's like we already knew they really gonna have anything for the consoles like last year. I think we already knew that. But this year, I know they had some good games. Like I was actually looking at Deathloop. That looked pretty cool. Some of the gameplay from that, and then I don't know if y'all remember Left 4 Dead. Remember that game?
Nah.
How good it was?
Nah.
In the beginning,
nah. I know where you're going with this.
That game was not good.
And
that game was not good.
Man, it brings back memories, man. I was playing with my dad with that. Oh man, it's hilarious.
I if you play with your dad and say you have memory, that's great. But the game Back for Blood, I think that's what it's called.
Back for Blood.
When me and Alex looked at it, he was just like, "Why did they just not add this to Left 4 Dead? Because it's the same dang game."
Different people, but it's the same makers from the one before. They did like a whole little switcheroo, so now it's kind of like their own little game. Because I think it was Left 4 Dead 2 or something. They didn't really get to touch it. So this is gonna be like them again. That's why it looks just like Left 4 Dead because they're kind of back. Well, some of the people that did it.
Girl, I'm a quake.
Oh my god! Anyway,
I'd rather, as I told everybody that plays Left 4 Dead, I'd rather just play Vermintide.
Oh,
There's
really?
there's way more I could do in that game. I can customize my character the way I want to and
Play with
have my
us,
own
James. Hop
personality.
in. Hop in. Go
Because
play with
that
us.
game is like
All
10
right, I'll
times
check it
better.
out.
Yeah.
I never really heard of it like that, so I didn't even know it was.
That's why basically that's why it's even better.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those games that are underground.
All right, I'm gonna check it out then.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I'll have to be the Debbie Downer of the group.
Stop it.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Before you
What?
bring us down, I do have to say this. Because I know where you're going. But I did actually give my mom the Oculus 2, right? And it kind of brought me to a whole nother like belief, like from playing Cyberpunk and then actually using the Oculus 2.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, I'm confused.
No,
I thought I was lost when I was.
Do I need an Oculus to see where this is going?
No, what I'm saying the possibilities and technology that we can have in gaming.
Okay, that's what you're talking about.
It's just like looking at that because I saw the Oculus before it and I'm just like, oh, this took an actual step up. I'm actually looking at some of the things. So it kind of gives me hope for actual gaming because, when we thought about stuff like this, like back in the day, you think of that big old capsule, you got to stand in it. It's pretty cool. So it kind of gives me some hope to the future. But
okay.
All right,
here it comes.
All right, so anyway, I haven't had hope for gaming, I'd say, in probably like the past 3 to 4 years, to be honest with you. I mean, there really hasn't been anything that massive or ground shattering that's come out like that to really sit there and encapsulate people's attention. Say what?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, one. I mean, there's a handful. There's literally only a handful, and it's like even so with it, a lot of the titles that we kind of grew and loved to like kind of want to see just either died or they just went so sideways you can't recognize them anymore. A lot of these titles started out with Assassin's Creed, which is literally unrecognizable. Like if you told someone this is where Assassin's Creed is going to end, yeah, you'd be like, what is this? Resident Evil. If anyone was to say, hey, this is where Resident Evil started and this is where it's going, you'd be like, no, that has to be a whole different.
Why we got title. Werewolves, homie?
Yeah, we're werewolves now. And to be great, hey, it could turn out amazing. It could honestly, and this one, even with 7, even when 7 came out and I played, and I was just like, it's not really for me. It's not that amazing or great as people made it out to be, in my opinion. But as far as titles are concerned, I don't have hope that anything really is going to shine out like that. My biggest winners of 21 is probably going to be Gotham Knights because I think it's going to play amazingly with friends. And it's something kind of new, actually, that we haven't seen in a long time, which is just kind of this co-op stealth action, hopefully gameplay, other than Warframe, which has been going on forever. And other than that, there aren't really too many other newer titles that kind of fill that void. Bravely Default 2 is actually coming out to kind of fill that turn-based itch, which I was excited for. It's coming out for the Switch. Really good storyline, still need to beat the first one on the DS. Vampire the Masquerade 2 comes out, which is going to be amazing. Just to see that going from the first one to this one, see what the heck they do. What's up?
I'm not sure about that one.
Why is that?
Because people are leaving their company.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, Vampire Masquerade 2, I'm kind of sitting on the edge, that might not be good.
Well, so regardless of it being good, I'm happy to see that it's going to continue forward. So hopefully, even with this new light, it can be picked up again. I will be excited, even if some brand new company decided to bring back Soul Reaver. If some brand new company decided to bring back Onimusha, I would be hyped regardless of who did that because I'm just happy to see this.
Isn't Onimusha done?
It is. I mean, 4 ended it. But I mean, like many game titles, cough, cough, Resident Evil, Wesker exploding in the lava. Spoiler alert for everyone. A lot of game titles were quote unquote done, but they've come back and made other long-standing strides.
Supposedly, Chris Redfield's.
We're not going to talk about this.
No,
please. So I'd say the biggest winners are going to probably be, at least for me personally, those games there. Seeing what ray tracing can do with the new tech we just got with the 30 series. We just got a brand new console, seeing what developers do for that. But I think it's going to be more of the same. We're going to get a lot of remasters and remakes again. They're going to be brought forward. Heck, we got Skyrim again for this console. Woo, shout out for all those people who still want to play. But I think we're going to see a lot of beautiful remakes, a lot of beautiful remasters, a lot of beautiful cutscenes. I don't think we're going to really see too much in-depth gameplay of things. It's going to look pretty. This year's going to look pretty AF, especially if the Final Fantasy remake comes out this year, the second part. Hopefully. Which I'm expecting that it will, but
I don't think it's coming out this year.
Things happen. But all of these games will look gorgeous, but as far as how well they'll play, I don't have hopes for that.
Well, for me, I agree with some of the sizes. I think you miss. You probably don't look at as many games as I look at.
Nope, not as much.
Yeah, because Baldur's Gate 3, Pillar of Eternity 3, like games that are really, really in depth that nobody really talks about because they're just too in depth. Pillar of Eternity 3, that's a possibly creation, and they have, what's that other game? I forgot the name of it, but they have a lot of like just a lot of side games that nobody really knows about because they're like those for niche group of people. So but I'm like Pillar of Eternities are really unless you like reading, that's probably not the game for you. Yeah,
I mean, like I'm excited for newer titles to come out release, but as you said, if they're so niche and no one knows about it, kind of hard to be excited for something you don't know if it exists or not. So like I'm hopeful something good will come out. I've been hopeful for the past few years, but there have been many titles where I'm like, oh my, this is like amazing. Like that just doesn't happen.
Yakuza Like a Dragon, though.
There's been a few, like God of War was one of the last ones. Yakuza Like a Dragon, one of the last ones. And then it's kind of blank of like stuff that I've sat down and be like, yo, this game is phenomenal. Maybe I'll catch flame for whatever. Last of Us Part 2 was a very solid game, but not a game where I'm like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. Like, no. Like I said, God of War and Yakuza Like a Dragon was like, holy crap, this storytelling, this gameplay aspect, like this is a really good game in every single way you look at it. It just hasn't happened in a while.
I think Baldur. Well, you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but Baldur's Gate 3, just the gate early access, I was kind of shocked on that. Like that game was really good. When it came out early access last year, but it was 25 hours of gameplay for our early access game, and it was really solid gameplay. And I was like, man, they did really good. If you like Divinity 2, then Baldur's Gate 3 is like right around your corner.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with that. Once again, very far and few between.
I mean, we're gonna always get very far and few between from now on,
yes,
because it's
just saying.
I mean, it's because everybody wants money. They want to be safe.
Days. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm not asking as the why. I'm just saying, hey, the PS2 days, the early Xbox days, golden.
I don't know if that's. That's the thing with VS. I don't know if that's like because we grew up with it and it was golden, or I don't know. Like that's the one thing. Like it's like
is it nostalgia and that's when we first started?
Yeah. So I can't really, because they're like, I mean, I could go back and play the bouncer and be like, yo, this game was fantastic, like a really fantastic game. But like somebody that just started to be like, this game was hot, this game was trash, it doesn't make any sense. And I'll be like, well,
this is what I grew up on. This is all we had. So I could sit there and say, well, I put hundreds of hours in Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. I know you put a lot of time in Splinter Cell. We both put a ton of hours in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 when they came out back then. Original God of War 1 through 3, people put tons of hours in those trials. And those trials kicked so many people's asses. Original Call of Duty, people still want and still love original Call of Duty. Like original Halo is still a thing.
So to summarize, Afro is excited for this year.
Excited for the I'm big on technology. That's the thing. Like I'm really huge on technology. And Yori,
not so much.
No. I am okay. I'm not excited in the gameplay aspect. I am excited for the animation, cinematic, and what people are going to do with these new technologies. I am excited for that.
All right. So, any other closing remarks, comments?
Well, if you have nothing else to say, because I'm excited. I can't wait for the Hitman 3. But let us know what you think.
And the Yakuza, James. Don't forget Yakuza. All coming to PC.
I
You
know,
probably get them all for PS4 anyway. I don't know.
I did. I just gotta get one more for Yakuza 6. But let us know what you think. What games that you looking forward to, and if you think that games are gonna be better in 2021, and if not, let us know in the comment section below. And like and subscribe and follow us next time.
Click, done. What was that? Anyway.